Welcome to the Gallant Horde. We are here today to visit the feywild and probably encounter some fey bullshit. It's going to be great. So, today we're playing the Crook of Rao. This is a magical item that is of some importance and relevance to certain people who the lady would like to ally with. And so she's sending a team to go and retrieve it. The crook is located somewhere in the Feywild, in a pond. This is what we know. And these lovely people are going to attempt to find it. But before we do that, we're going to do some other shit. I'm going to do some giveaways. Every week we give away an in-game thing. It just appears miraculously in the home of one of the Horde members. So if you are a Horde member, it appears miraculously in your home, and you can do what you wish with it. If you are not a Horde member, you can decide where you would like it to go, whose house it should be in. This week we are giving away a Periapt of Proof Against Poison. Hopefully it's going to start. Woohoo! I did it right. Go me. Everyone needs to remind me to do the giveaways because I'm doing them today, and normally Adam does them, and so I will probably forget. So yeah, exclamation point shiny thing to win yourself the proof of thingy. Cool. Birds of a feather. That's a thing we do every month. We aim to get 50 new or renewed subscribers in that month, and if we do, we schedule a Birds of a Feather game in our Discord. Hey, have you joined our Discord? Do that. It's awesome. We have a channel for Twitch subscribers called The Toasted Ogre, which is like a virtual pub, where each month you vote for which class the Birds of a Feather party is going to be next. We have a Rogues game lined up for the 19th of June. And we have Druids and Warlocks coming up, which we will be scheduling hopefully very soon. We were just waiting for some real life scheduling to take place before we could put our D&D in around that. Stupid real life. And yeah, so if we hit it, we will be scheduling another one. We also have a bunch of other stretch goals for that, which we will do if we get to 50. If we get to 100, you get to make an NPC in one of our games, and there are some other things. Also, we are currently taking donations to try and get Adam a nice pretty headset like mine, except his probably won't be this nice blue color because that's not really his jam. But because his headset is freaking terrible and it occasionally just stops working. So if you hit the donate button below to help with that, if we hit our goal to do that, Adam will be DMing a side quest. I believe it is a quest for Zook. He has it already kind of planned in his brain. Zook is going to send a bunch of hordes off to do a thing for him. Boggle at that possibility. And Adam will be DMing it, so it'll probably be a lot meaner than my games because that's the kind of DM he is. Plus, he rolls natural 20s and I rolled natural 1s, so there's that. As a general rule. Are those all my things? I believe so. Oh, I should talk about next weekend. Next weekend we have a double barrel weekend. So we have 2 games happening next weekend. On the Saturday, we are doing the Red Dragon. And on the Sunday, we are doing the Hives of Allegor, which we had to postpone due to illness on our behalf. So we will have 2 games happening next weekend on the Saturday and the Sunday. Our Saturday and Sunday, probably your Friday and Saturday if you're, west of us by a lot more than Australia. Yeah, so make sure you join us for all of that. Okay. I'm going to roll the Potion of Resistance while y'all introduce yourselves and your characters for me, please. Starting with Kat.
Hi, I'm Kat. I will be playing Arryn, the Aasimar Pirate Cleric.
Noah.
I will be playing Haydn, the human Horizon Walker Ranger.
Nice. Gavin.
Well met, I'm Garen, Curtmantle, Blessed of Kirjoloth. Huzzah!
Chelsey.
Hello, I am Rumi Redding, the Grave Cleric Fighter.
Shawnali.
Hello, I will be playing Indigo, the Fey Moth Rogue Warlock.
And Cheryl.
Hi, I'm Cheryl. I'll be playing Eerden Moonael, and I am the Archfae Heir. Shh, it's a secret. Ranger Sorcerer.
I may have given her a new race. It's very exciting. Cool. Okay. So, with all of that out the way, your potion of resistance today is necrotic. So, if you get a potion of resistance from chat, you have to remember to take it and tell me that you've taken it, but then you will be resistant to necrotic damage. Should that become relevant? Let's jump in. So, is there anything anyone would like to do before you enter the throne room today?
Please, I would very much like to use my non-detection boon. Thank you.
Okay. Good
Yep.
call.
Same.
Yep, same here.
I've
You have
poked Haydn with it.
Okay. I was going to say you've had intense surgery to that.
Yeah, Haydn has my version of it.
Right.
I would also like to establish that this morning I have stuffed my bag full of carrot muffins.
Muffins.
Yes.
Excellent. All right. I believe you have buffs and whatnot from your friends in the Horde, and you've all taken note of what you've been given.
Yes.
Excellent. So, you enter the throne room, and the lady is wearing a gown of purples and pinks that kind of shimmers and never sort of stays the same color. It's very shiny and shimmery and magical. And she says, "Good morning, adventurers. I hope you are all ready for your little sojourn onto my home plane today." Yes?
Totally.
Indeed.
Well,
Absolutely.
ready as we'll ever be.
Yep.
Yes.
Excellent. Did any of you have any questions before I send you on your way?
Yes. Do you happen to know what the crook looks like? Can we have an image?
Yes, I know what it did look like. It may not be the same anymore. But she holds out her hand, and you see a beautiful shepherd's crook. It's like white and blues, light blues and whites. It's very, very pretty. She goes, "However, this is from before. I believe it is now cursed, and that may have had some impact on its appearance. I'm not certain."
Thank you, my lady.
Anything else? Well
Do we
then,
have an image of the island itself?
no, it's very well hidden. There is a pond, but getting to the pond, it seems, is a bit of a tricksy endeavor. So that will be, well, part of the adventure, I suppose. I will put you as close as I can to where I think it is, but yeah, it's not something you can approach directly.
Do you have an idea of how close your closest is?
Have you been to the Feywild, Haydn?
No, I can't say I have.
Well, you see, things like distance are a bit, you know,
If we
blurry.
go through a well, we could be on the opposite side. You know, it's really difficult to say.
Indeed.
But
You step through an archway and suddenly you're on the other end of the plane. It's not simple or direct.
Okay. The island, the pond that we are going to, who's in charge of that particular patch of land?
Parks and Recreation.
It's not really in anyone's particular purview as far as I know. It's sort of just there. I
It's
don't
not-
I,
Okay. But it's not in like a specific territory that would be named, or say the Witch Queen's actual area.
No, I imagine that if it was, she would already have it.
Yeah. Just making sure.
No. It's kind of just in a wild space.
Okay.
My lady, is the pond in a fixed position or does it move? Can it move?
Eh,
Unsure?
yes.
Excellent.
Yes. Both of those
Everything
things.
can move.
Most, yes. With enough
Nothing
will,
is
anything,
nothing.
yeah.
Nothing is exactly in a fixed position. It all see time and space. There is
Wibbly
just
wobbly.
not.
Understood.
Yes,
Mm.
it's not. It's not the same. It's difficult to speak about in the same language as you all use. We have a word in Sylvan for the distance between two spaces, but it isn't measurable the way yards are.
Crayons and string. Understood.
It's usually measured in terms of like the length of a memory.
I've forgotten that already.
And do we have to worry about how long it will be here? Like the time difference between us leaving
no.
and coming back?
Because I'm transporting you, that won't be a problem. That particular little quirk won't be a problem. However, there may be other repercussions that I do not have as much control over.
Mm.
Okay.
But I'm sure they can all be dealt with once you return. Perhaps watch the humans more carefully. Humans tend to be a little more susceptible to the Feywild's shiny things,
Yes.
Shall we? Are you ready? Excellent. She claps her hands since no one objects, and you all feel yourself being teleported. It's those of you've all done this before. This time it's not as jarring. It's like her magic is it wants you to go to this place because obviously this is where her magic comes from. So this teleportation is much smoother than pretty much any that any of you have experienced, unless you were on. No, I don't think any of you have been on a previous Feywild mission. And you find yourselves on a pathway.
For anybody who's looking at Indigo, guess what? Being in the Feywild makes them look different. Hey, subscribers, are you part of our Discord? Go check out the channel, Make Good Art, because there's new Indigo art just dropping now. So Indigo, who normally has like a black to purple fashion mullet, the black seems to have gone. There's more color to them. Their freckles that are normally brown are pinks and purples. Their hair is purple to fuchsia. Their fingertips that normally look very like dark and sooty are also very colorful now. Being back on their home plane has brought the color back to their being.
Them off. Awesome. Wonderful. All right, so you find yourselves on a pathway between a cliff face and a forest. The foliage is weird. There are giant toadstools that you could like climb up on. You can see bunches of berries that are like the size of your head. The berries are the size of your head. It is strange and everything is colored. Everything is brighter and more colorful than you would expect. It's like the saturation has turned right up. It's beautiful. There are lots of twinkly lights, just sort of floating in the air, and yeah, very, very pretty. It smells different. It smells like that slightly sweet smell of like a candy floss machine from a distance, It's pretty delightful. What would you like to do?
Well, I must say, this is the best teleportation I've ever had. 5 out of 5. Would rate again.
Wow.
Well, it's odd to be here. I'm honestly, despite my profession, never expected to be here. It's certainly something.
Eerden's gonna like slowly just take it in and look around for a minute.
I am, well, it's been a while. I pat the ground.
You pet the ground.
I'm used to the realm now, I just talk to planes of existence.
That's fair.
Hard to believe something this pretty can be so dangerous.
What are you talking about? You look at me every day.
I think that makes it easier to believe that it's dangerous.
There are two
More
kinds of
color for
people.
Pretty and dangerous. Is that the two kinds of people?
Yes.
So I guess I will listen. Can I hear any water?
Make a perception check.
I realize we're looking for a pond, but I'm sure maybe there's a stream or perception. Let us go. Ooh. 23.
You do not hear water. However, you do hear giggling.
All right. Where is that coming from?
All around.
Oh, okay. Is anybody else hearing the laughing?
Did
the
anyone
rest
else?
of us hear it?
Did you make a perception roll?
I can.
I'll point it out. Hey guys, listening. Use your ears. You hear laughing?
That is a 15 on perception, or 15 if it's based on hearing, because I rolled
It
worse
is
with
based on hearing.
advantage.
That's a 12.
15.
30, 20.
27.
Anything over 15 can hear it. It's not really.
19.
Make Indigo. You rolled high.
Yes.
You see poking their head out of a little circle of vines just over here. A small, like, you just see the eyes and the big bulbous head with little, like, ears poking out. And then you see it disappear again behind the vine.
Okay.
Just chilling there, watching you guys.
Hello?
What language are you speaking?
I'll speak in Sylvan.
Hello?
Hello, how are you doing today?
Good. It like pokes its head right out, and it's the weirdest fucking creature. It's got like this huge kind of bulbous, bald little ears sticking out. It's small. It's a small thing, and it goes, treats, treats,
Treats? Are you
Treats!
hungry?
treats, treats.
Okay. But if I give you a treat, can you answer a question for me?
Yeah.
I
Now
pull out
treats.
a carrot muffin.
It takes it and immediately just.
Are there any ponds near around here?
Already answered question.
Ah, you're silly.
As soon as you feed this one the carrot muffin, the others come out.
Yeah.
You see another one come out from over here. Oi, there we go. Another one come out from over here. Another one come out from over here. And they're all like coming at you because you have treats. They're like,
That's
oh,
why you
treats,
don't feed
treats,
strays.
treats, treats, treats,
Come here.
treats. They're just surrounding. You guys are watching. These things are tiny. They're like maybe come up to Indigo's knees. At least one of them is trying to climb Indigo to get to the muffin. If you've ever fed lemurs, which is an experience I have because I worked at a zoo, it's just like feeding lemurs. They are just like clambering up you. Cat's nodding. They know. Trying to get to the muffins. Going, treats,
Yeah.
treats, treats.
Each one gets their own muffin.
They all nom 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 nom. Friend,
Yes.
for now.
For now is fine. Just don't bite any of my other friends, please.
Your friends also treats?
Well, I don't know if they are as prepared as I am,
Treats?
but
One of them turns and looks at the group and goes, treats?
Rumi will message Indigo and say, I can make it.
okay. Everyone, look at me, little guys. if you tell me where there is a pond close to here, my very short friend over there will make you treats.
Pond. Water?
Pond. Water.
No pond.
No pond?
No pond.
That's very interesting.
But presents? Presents?
I'm not looking for presents.
Oh. But present. And one of them pulls something out of you don't even know where. They barely have clothes. And it is a 6-sided die. Present.
Oh. Is this freely given, my friend?
No treats.
Okay, for treats. Rumi?
Yep.
They would like to exchange treats for this gift.
Treats
Okay.
gift. Gift treats.
Treats are only good for 1 day.
Treats will be not that no, treats. You get the impression these treats are not going to last long enough to go off
Okay.
after a day.
Are they
Okay.
are they still speaking Sylvan to Rumi?
Yes. Yes, they
Oh.
only speak Sylvan.
Rumi cannot understand
Indigo
that.
can translate quickly.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Rumi looks at Indigo. Anything in particular? Because there's going to be a lot of treats.
what food do you want? Do you have favorites?
Sweet. Sugary.
Oh yes. Okay, Rumi.
It kind of glazes over and just goes,
Anything, the sweetest things you can make.
Okay. We can do that. And she will cast Create Food and Water. Which
Okay.
is 45 pounds of food and 30 gallons of water.
Please shit. Cool. What are you making?
Well, from her experience, it's gonna be like cupcakes and like little hard candies and toffees and cookies and cinnamon rolls because Naya's made those.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so a giant pile of baked goods and sugary amazingness appears on the ground, and these little guys just go. And the one with the die, literally just flings it at you, Rumi, and then they all just dive into this pile, just like full body into the pile, nomming, like smooshing the stuff into their faces. They're gonna have such a sugar coma.
Rumi tries to catch it. She does not, because
It
that's
falls
a
on the
dex
ground.
thing.
That's fine.
does.
You can pick it up. It's
Uh,
a die.
it felt rude to not accept. A small deal. Let them trust us for a while, and they said that they won't bite you. Maybe if they're fed. Do any of you understand them, by the way?
Does anyone
I
else
don't-
speak Sylvan?
Nope.
I do.
No.
And
So Eerden, yeah.
Okay, so 50-50. Just so you know, they said there is no pond close to here, no water. So either they're lying little shits, which I don't know. They probably wouldn't be so blatant in their lying. It would be a more tricky. Or there is not a pond close to here. So
Do you
There's
give me any
that.
chance of taking a knee, looking for tracks, and looking for tracks that might actually be wet, like something's come from a water and has either walked to or from, and so the tracks themselves still a little moist?
Make
damp?
either investigation or survival.
We're not doing investigation. That would just be wrong. Survival, that's much better. Let's not use intelligence-based stats. That's just mean. 18, 14 plus 4, 18.
There are a lot of tracks on this. This is clearly a well-used path. There are stacks of tracks that line up with these little creatures, like small little feet. There are also some very large paw prints that are heading kind of up the pathway. Nothing wet though. Nothing that suggests water.
Okay. Well, we'll share that with the mission team. Big tracks go this way. Little tracks all over the place. Nothing holding water.
Did we see what they threw Rumi? Did we see the die?
It's a die.
With
It's a
just
6.
numbers on it?
It's a 6-sided die. Yeah. It doesn't have numbers. It has dots. It's one of the ones with dots.
I didn't know if it had like arrows or other symbols on it.
No.
You know
okay.
what? Just for the heck of it, I will use my tattoo of magic detection and cast detect magic. Hold it for the next 10 minutes. I can see.
I mean, everything is magic, but the die is also definitely magic. This whole place is made of magic. Like it is. Yeah, the food is obviously magic. But yes, the die does appear to have. It does appear to be magic.
Right. Point that out. That die has something with it. Can I get a school of magic for the die, or is it just?
You can. I even have the thing ready. It is enchantment.
Ooh.
I think.
As a super long shot,
Mhm.
Garen the Blessed is going to reach into his little bag of holding and pull out the D4 that the realm gave him, which, as far as he knows, is non-magical. As far as he knows, it's mundane.
Yep.
Put it next to the D6 to see if it is constructed of the same material or acts or reacts in any way that it currently has not.
No, the one you have is a mundane D4. It does nothing different to what you would expect. It hurts your foot if you step on it.
Not true. It rolls 4 more often than not, which is quite nice.
I don't know. Maybe refrain from rolling it, but definitely keep it.
If we needed to, I could ritually cast Identify if we wanted to see what it does, but that will take 10 minutes. Or we can just hold on to it in case we might need it later.
Garen, did you point out the tracks? You did,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Garen, do you know what kind of tracks? Like what kind of animal it would be?
Paw.
What was your
Large paw.
what was your survival roll?
18.
I would say you can probably tell that it's in the vicinity of canine.
Canine.
Ish.
Maybe wolfen. Canine.
So an animal that would be a hunter
Mm.
would presumably look for prey at an easy place to look for prey, which
Yes.
would be a watering hole, perhaps.
And all animals need to drink.
Yeah. So
I
if
mean,
nothing else,
It's the best lead we got at this point, right? I could maybe do something, but that only works within a mile, and with distances
yeah, it
being
could,
weird,
not give you
it could be.
accuracy.
And it's a long
Try-
shot. I don't even know if there would be what that
advantage.
thing finds at the lake or pond.
Oh, Aaron's trying to say something.
Yes, but apparently the Feywild's weird magic is interfering.
That happens.
Hopefully we can come back.
The pixies are chewing on the wires again.
Yeah.
It's like we lost her.
Yeah, I would worry that if it's magic similar that I'm used to seeing like Ardbeg do, my worry would be that it would tell you that it was close, but it was 3 days walk away. I just don't know if it will work the same way here.
With those paw prints, DM, given that we've actually interacted with blink dogs in the arena, do they look like blink dog tracks?
No.
Cool. Thanks.
Apart from a similarity
Yeah,
to
yeah,
canine,
yeah.
but
Yeah,
not
Okay.
not specifically. No.
Thank you.
Kat, were you trying to say something? We couldn't. You were breaking up. Nope. You moved and then unmoved again. All good.
Well, up.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we lost Kat. Hopefully they will be back shortly.
But yeah, should we follow the dog tracks?
Until we have anything else to do, right?
Yes, sounds like a good plan.
To our little sugar buddies.
They're just like treat. You can see that they're getting full, but they can't stop themselves. They're like made of it. These little guys.
Warm fires. Goodbye.
Do you know what they are?
I mean,
I don't know. Do I know what
Okay.
they are?
you can make a, I guess, history check
Okay.
to see if it's something you're familiar with.
Oof. That's no. It's a 7.
Nope. Nope. No
It's
idea.
been a while since I've been here. Yeah, I wish them safe travels, warm fires. You know.
As you're walking away, you hear one go, "Careful of the puppy. He's grumpy." They go
Thank
back to
you.
eating.
Thank you.
They've warned us that the dog is angry.
Yeah, that.
Garen, was it
Boats.
multiple sets of paw prints or just one? Do you remember?
I believe it was just the one.
They did say puppy, so
Hmm.
it sounds like one.
And we know that Base staff, we should be diplomatic before we pull out weapons, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Baby, I am a weapon. Stop.
We're all weapons.
But
Which is
yes,
why I will be standing back for majority of this.
I've got my wings out. I am looking like I belong here. So hopefully that might help us. It could also hinder us. But as long as we're not waving weapons around, it will help. We
Cool.
follow the tracks.
You follow the tracks, so you move up the pathway.
Yes, please.
Are you being stealthy or are you just strolling along?
Well, stealthy is a relative term, of course.
Are you attempting to be stealthy?
I am attempting to act and behave like I belong here.
If you want to be stealthy at all, please let me know, because I have passed without a trace at the ready.
All right. So you go
Well, if
up
we
the
wish
path.
to be stealthy, the fox and bull will need support.
Yep.
Although fox really should be, but yeah, we won't go into. It's not too literal, the name. It's okay.
It's the coloration.
That's the color. yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Foxy, as opposed to like a fox. I understand. The subtleties are not lost on me.
So you stroll up the path. You get to like this point where there's the log across the path. Do you see that?
Mm.
Not completely across the path, but just there. Make a perception roll for me, everybody, please.
Is it with the hearing, DM?
Yes, it is.
All right.
Thank you, DM. That is a 17, as opposed to a 12.
21 for the bull.
21 for the moth.
And for the
18.
fox.
Okay. So hopefully we'll get an Arryn back at some point. But in the meantime, everyone except Rumi hears a sound that is part whimper, part growl, coming from the left. There's like a little curve in the thing and a little alcove there. Just in that alcove, there is a growling sound, but also a like.
Oh, it's hurt.
Yes, it does sound injured. Can you
And
ping that
in-
again for us, DM? I didn't see the ping.
There.
Thank you. Shall we go?
If you would prefer, I could be invisible to check it first and come back to you and tell you what I see.
Good plan.
Or we can go in.
Oh, scout out. Yeah. And let's be honest, we would need you to translate anyway.
Yeah. Do we think being invisible is the best, or do we think going in with hands up, like, hey, what's up?
Well, I can have my hands up and be invisible. Because if it can see through that, then it will see through it anyways, right? But if it can't, I mean, I can walk doing this. It's no problem. I don't feel silly doing it.
It looks like you're in a box, but other than that,
wait until I start to climb. But what I'll do is, Indigo turns invisible, and I'm going to walk over.
Cool.
And I'm going to try to see what I can see.
As you come around the corner, you can clearly see, like, curled up into the side of the cliff face is a very large, kind of canine-looking creature. It has a weird flat face, and it growls louder as you approach, since its perception is based on smell.
Mm.
You can also very clearly see that its side has been, like, it looks like something has taken a bite out of this thing.
Okay.
It is injured.
I'm going to back away, and I will report to the crew. We need to heal it. So we need to help this little guy out. He's kind of big, but you know, he's a little pupper.
All puppies are puppies, no matter the size.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So I am not a healer, but I can translate for the healers, all of which are somehow coincidentally not the ones who can speak Sylvan.
I was going to learn, but then I got distracted. You know, there was a online course, but I'm
It's
registered.
difficult.
Yeah.
So I will be visible again,
Mhm.
and I will slowly and purposely approach, and I will speak in Sylvan in soothing tones, and I will say, "Hello."
Are you comfortable if Garen comes like 10 feet behind you?
Yeah, come.
And I'll try
Oh.
to.
Eerden.
Do you want to do it or do you want me to do it for the healing? Up to you.
Garen's had some success with animals and children before, so he's quite lucky. His animal handling's good.
Okay.
I suppose yours is too, to be fair. He's following.
Yeah, Eerden will
Hel-
follow
hello?
just in case Sylvan doesn't
Yeah.
work.
Hello, friend.
If Garen also looks to make soothing noises, can we use the help action for Indigo?
Make a persuasion check, please, with advantage because of Garen's soothing noises.
Persuasion.
Indigo should be
Very-
good at that.
Not so much.
Ah.
Wow, I rolled like garbage. 13.
It seems unsure about you. It's clearly very defensive, hurt, angry. Not sure that it entirely trusts your intentions.
How close can we get, DM? How close are we, do you think?
Well, what? You're right now. Indigo's 15 feet away, and it is
Oh,
growling.
sweet. Okay. So in common, because that's the only language you can speak, just a little healing word. Be well. We'll just do it at second level. It's still a little baby one.
Okay. How many hit points is that?
Let me just make the roly. 9.
9? Okay.
9.
It does seem to help. It doesn't solve the problem.
No,
The
I
wound is
understand.
still pretty horrible, but it does seem to ease its pain a little bit, and it kind of whimpers and looks a little bit less like it wants to bite your face off.
Will it allow Garen to get closer now?
Make an animal
Ooh.
handling check, please.
Cool. That sounds fair.
You have Twitch inspiration just in case.
Which I will use immediately because a 7 will not help me. Come on. 19.
Okay, nice.
Thanks, Twitch.
Yeah, you can walk right up to the thing. It's still suspicious, but it doesn't make any hostile or aggressive motions towards you.
Cool. Okay. Nice and soothing. Hey, we're just looking to... It's okay. And if I can, I'll just look to see if I can... If the animal will allow Garen to touch it.
With that roll, it will.
Absolutely wonderful. That is cool. In which case, we'll do a cure wounds if we may, but we'll just do a little one. Come on, dice, be nice to me. Take another 17, just with a nice lay on it. Just a
17.
17 healing, yeah.
And the first one was 8, wasn't it?
Correct.
Okay, yep. So you watch the wound mostly close up. It's still a little bit kind of CP maybe, but it's pretty. It's looking a lot better. It's no
DM.
longer like a gaping wound. Yes,
Bonus action, cleric lay on hands 5. Ping.
that is enough. The wound
Go
is
the
now.
paladin.
Yep, the wound is now healed,
Hey.
and it kind
who's
of
a good boy? Who's a good boy?
licks your face.
Oh,
It's
he's
gross.
a good boy.
It's a very large. This is a large creature, so it
Oh,
stands like as tall as you when it stands. So when it licks your face, it's an
Yikes.
experience. There's a lot of
Thank you.
slobber involved.
We probably should have had
Um,
a meal first. You should have taken me out on the table. Okay.
But you have made a friend.
Hello.
Good job.
Hello.
Good job.
Indigo, I can't talk to her. I don't know what it is.
I don't think I can talk to it either.
Did anyone
Hey.
speak Papa? Who could speak Papa?
Hey, friend, do
can.
you speak? Just checking.
He looks at you. It looks at you. And just stares.
I think it's, not a speaking dog.
Oh.
You could bark.
I mean, if
I
we
cast
want,
Bark
I
at
could-
4th level.
You what?
Cast Bark at 4th level? I don't know. Garen's just like, who's a good dog? I don't know what it...
It's licking your face. It's
if we really want to, I could speak with it, but
That might be good, because I think I'm making out with a dog.
Well,
I can as well.
if you feel like that wouldn't drain you too much, it may be worth asking. But
it's something I can do once a day. Doesn't drain into my magical reserves. It's just
this will
per
sound
day.
weird, but I feel we have done what we were supposed to do with it.
Oh.
He agrees. But if you want to talk to him, I will not say that it is a waste of time. Garen seems quite taken.
He's a good boy. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Can we just do a medical roll and see if there's anything else? Obviously, wrong in case there's
Sure.
anything broken or anything
Go
upset.
for it.
27.
27. This thing obviously was in a fight of some sort and was bitten very badly. But you have pretty much healed it. Its
Okay.
wounds are remedied. It's now kind of bounding around.
Yes. Yes.
It wants to play. 'Cause
Oh,
all dogs
well,
are
they-
puppies.
While they're talking about that, Garen will play with the dog and just call out, something actually bit this. So there's something bigger and There's something bigger and nastier out here that actually attacked this thing. Please be
As
mindful.
you say that, it like crouches down and goes like it's scared.
Oh. Do we hear anything? And
Make
can
a
I kind
perception
of
check.
turn around and see where it was looking? Perception? Hearing?
Yeah.
Advantage.
yeah.
Crap.
Hayden's looking too. seeing the
24.
Sudden change in demeanor.
Hmm.
Oh, the difference between you and I is
hearing-
exactly 20. That's I've got like an 8. natural 4.
26.
26.
You don't hear anything. Doesn't seem like anything's coming.
Us. But it's understanding us.
Oh. But it understood common.
Oh,
It's
Do
like
you
looking
under-
between you two.
Do you understand me? Huzzah!
right.
Who's a good
Okay.
boy?
Water.
Do you know where a
Where?
big body of water is? Where do you go for a drink? Where do you go for a drink? Can you show me?
Kind of cocks its head
Uh,
and
Oh.
it starts running up the path.
Walking, not running around the pool.
It
Never
does like
mind.
it runs back and it does that dog thing. You know that dog thing where it runs a bit and then comes
follow.
back and runs a bit and runs back.
Absolutely. We have nothing else to learn. This is the
We'll
best
follow
day
the
ever. Running with my dog.
Your dog. Zen just said in chat, Garen is not allowed to bring a dog home.
Oh, but I promised to walk it.
Good thing we can't read chat. Uh,
I can feel it. Don't bring it home.
Yeah, we can't read chat in character unless you spend the channel points to send a message to a player, which
An
goes to the
excellent-
character.
What an excellent way to spend your channel points. Garen, you cannot bring a dog home.
yeah,
Okay.
we're
Fine.
following a dog.
Yep.
Yeah,
Cool.
Let's go.
So you follow this dog up the path, and then it stops dead, and you can see that the point at which it stops, there are trees in front of you, and it's also nighttime. So where you've been up to here, it's been pretty much daytime, and then it's like literally a line in the sand, and there's a wood, like a wooded area, and the wood is nighttime, and the dog just stops at the edge, and he looks at you, and he looks at the trees, and he looks at you, and he looks at the trees, and then he does that like crouchy thing.
Right.
If I put my hand, does the lighting change on my skin?
Yep. Your skin is now looks like what it looks like at night.
And it's a hard line, or
Correct.
It's like, okay.
It's like, yeah.
Is there a temperature difference?
Yeah, I guess there would be. It feels a little colder. Not a lot, but yeah, like you would expect a daytime, nighttime difference. Garen, you
Yes.
hear in your head the sound of Wazitum, the gnome, saying, "If you see a puppy, could you bring it back to the realm? I miss the menagerie."
Who bears
The coincidence is extraordinary. What are the chances? Huzzah! Must
I'm
take
going
puppy home.
to crouch down, and I'm gonna look at the ground.
Okay.
In the woods.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking to see, like, is there, like, how thickly wooded it is? Is there like a path? Is there a clearing? Is there anything that I can see?
Make a perception check.
Would you consent to guidance, Indigo?
Absolutely.
Ping.
Ping.
High five. Take a d4.
I'm going to need it.
Mm.
That is a 16.
It is much darker in there, and you're currently standing in sunlight-ish. So that difference in lighting is difficult to, it's like looking into a dark room from a light room. It's hard to kind of see what's potting. It seems to be, it's not very thickly wooded, like you could definitely move through it. There's no clear path. You don't see anything moving.
Nothing's looking at me.
No.
Do you think this?
No,
Do you think?
it's
Do you
all
think what
just
we're looking for
foliage.
is a daytime or a nighttime kind of place?
Every place is a daytime and a nighttime place, depending on what time of day it is.
It's more about the stark
That is
demarcation.
how the passage of time works.
The passage of time is also the passage of our body, it feels like.
Your body and mine are clearly very different.
I'm trying to get a figure on how all this works because never been here. Should we continue on into the night or should we search through the day?
Garen asks the dog if it's safe. Is it safe? Can we go in? Is it safe? Oh, I'll do it slowly. Is it safe?
No.
Can we go in?
Yes.
All right. Okay, there we go. So we can enter, but we probably shouldn't. Let's do it anyway. Sorry, wrong character. Let's not do that.
Well, if it's
We
not
may have
safe
to.
for a dog that was just attacked, we're looking at how they would perceive this area if they were attacked here. Or
Is
by
that where you were hurt? Were you hurt in there, little? No, somewhere else.
Is the beast that attacked you in there? Oh, you don't know.
But is the water in there?
Yeah. There's some water in there.
Maybe it's there sometimes.
Yeah.
Or do we have
This-
to go through there to get to the water?
Yeah.
Right. Let's go.
Yeah.
Feather?
Anybody?
Can you detect water? Do you know when you're close to water?
Who are you asking?
Feather.
Arryn.
No,
Oh,
unfortunately.
it's not
I
like
just
a
live on
sense.
it.
Come on, Wizards of the Coast. Why isn't that a spell?
Yeah.
Moon, do you want to try and locate a large body of water? Given that we can all do that once, we can maybe play it around a little bit.
I'd be trying to locate a large body of water that I don't know what it looks like. Correct?
You should get a ping for the largest body of water close by.
That's not really how it works. You've got to be able to
Yeah.
visualize it, the object that you're looking for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So she could visualize a pond, and if it's close enough to the pond that you're looking for, and the pond is there, she'll get a ping. But if either of those two conditions are not satisfied, she will not get a ping.
Because we know it's perfectly circular, right? And there's something in the center. So we have a vague
an
description.
island.
Ireland.
Yeah.
An island in the center.
Yep.
We have a vague description of what it looks like.
Yep.
But we don't know how distance works here.
And
True.
would it? I don't know how your magic works, but is a location easier for you to ping than an item? Because
I think both things that we're looking for, we don't have 100%
yeah,
a clear definition, but it's the same type of magic to search for them both.
that's why it also depends. We don't really know the size. Like pond, to me, a pond is small.
Smaller
in
than the
relative,
lake. In the,
yeah.
Yeah.
In relative terms, a pond is small, but I mean, depending on the island in the center,
Garen takes a step into the darkness because this is getting boring.
it.
Also, while I'm here, because I forgot to mention at the beginning, Haydn does have a small gray clat just clinging on to him for dear life.
Misty came along for the ride.
And
Garen,
also, before you go, Garen, wait. I have something that I would like to try before we...
He's done it. He said he did it. He's done it.
Yeah.
Garen steps into the darkness. You can still see him. He's just darker now. From your point of view, Garen, it's now nighttime. You can see the daytime on the other side.
Fine.
But there's no... You can still hear him normally. There's nothing happens apart from the fact that he crosses the line and is now in nighttime.
I'll come back out through again.
It's bright on your eyes.
I have one thing I'd like to try before we go. And I would like to use features and traits. Where is it here?
Come on, sword, you've got this.
Detect portal. If there's
Oh,
any
so
portals
sharp.
within 1
Portal.
mile,
Oh, interesting. Okay.
one portal
Make-
and 1 mile. Weird.
Make a...
Roll for portal.
Just roll a d20 for me and tell me what you get.
Uh-oh. That is a 15.
Okay, yeah, you get a ping. From inside the wood.
Well played.
And it is distance and direction to the closest planar portal within 1 mile.
Yep, so it's in the wood. Ahead of you.
Well.
More or less where the dog is telling you to go.
Yeah.
Lead the way.
Right. All right. Yes. Well, do we have something we can use to make sure we're walking in a straight line, straightish, straight as it gets here, I guess.
There is no straight in the Feywild.
It's not.
Yeah. I realize that's not how this works, but because it's a ping, it's not a continuous thing.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Also, I'm not going to say this is the pond. I'm saying this is a portal.
Yeah, we don't.
It's worth
know.
investigating.
Okay, so are you going?
Yep.
We'll
Gonna try and follow the ping.
Cool.
Just
The
before
dog-
we go, Garen
Sorry,
wants
yes?
to ask the dog if it wants to come. Because the Garen will kind of let the dog be. You know,
Yeah.
we're going to do something incredibly dangerous, probably not very wise. You can stay there. If you
Yeah.
hear screaming, it was nice. You know.
Yeah, the dog does not want to come.
The dog
Be well.
gets a carrot, nothing.
Excellent. It eats
and
it
he's prepared.
happily.
No.
You move through the wood. A path becomes clear to you. You follow the path
Okay.
to a clearing. And in the clearing, you see quite clearly a circle of toadstools.
not go into that. Do not.
We will walk
Copy.
around this circle and try to continue our path.
Yeah.
There is no other path. Also, Haydn, this is your portal.
Oh.
Wow. This is, well, okay, maybe still don't go into it, but this is what I saw. Or sensed.
I need you all to make a perception check for me, please. Hello, humans of the internet. We're back. The pixies kind of ate our cables for a bit there, but I think that we are back to normal, and hopefully you can hear us all. So, we're giving away some mystery dice. The dice are whichever dice Shawnali decides to send you. That could literally be anything. We were just talking about how if Gavin wins, he might get a giant box of D4s. But yeah, so we are going to pick a winner, I guess. Let's do that thing before I forget. Pick a winner. Dun dun dun. Hey, Cat, you want some dice? Awesome. Right. Back to the Feywild. So the stuff you missed when you lost our lovely voices is that our people have found a toadstool circle, which they were discussing at great length. And while they were discussing it, some of them began to feel a strange cold brushing feeling at their backs. Some of them have managed to spot just out of the corner of their eyes something in the trees, just kind of flashing past. But they haven't been able to ascertain what it is yet. So that's where we're at.
I have
What
an
would
idea
you-
to figure out what it is.
We
Well,
know what
maybe.
it's not. We know it's not celestial. We know it's not undead or fiend.
Fiend. Correct. So, what do you want to do?
I'm watching the tree because there's a tree behind me in the direction that I felt the thing, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna watch it for a little bit, see if any movement, anything.
Okay. Make a perception check.
That is
Is he close enough for guidance?
natural 19
Oh,
for 26.
As you're watching, you see come out of the bark what looks like a face, but it's completely black. So it's the shape of a face, but it's like a shadow, basically. And it comes out and it comes right up close to your nose, and it boops your nose. I'm going to make that one an advantage because I can. That is a 16. Does that hit you?
Nope. Well, oh yeah.
16 hits you?
No, it does not. I forgot that I only get a +1 from my swords being out, which they are not at the moment.
Okay.
My AC is still 19.
Okay. Cool. That's fine.
Uh,
It does not frown because it has no facial expressions, but you get a frowning vibe, and then it disappears back into the tree.
Something's in the trees. Little black faceless? Question? Expressionless. Faceless. They had eyes, right? Out of character.
Rumi's
they had
gonna
eyes.
pull up the D6. Does it feel weird because of the portal or anything?
The D6 the creatures
Yeah,
gave
the
you.
little-
No,
yeah.
it feels normal to you. Doesn't seem to be doing anything. Eerden, does a dirty 20 hit you?
Yep.
Cool. You are going to... Have you taken your potion of resistance?
Not yet.
So you will take 12 points of necrotic damage. And your strength score decreases by 3.
God damn it.
So whatever your strength score, your score, not your modifier, is now -3.
All right.
Until, well, you don't know. You just feel really weak.
Yeah. All right. Might want to
Does she
move.
tell
Yeah,
us that?
Take a step away.
We withdraw.
Well, I think our options are into the forest, back the way we came, or into here.
And does a 21 hit you?
Yeah.
You take 10 points of
I
necrotic damage.
do have necrotic resistance naturally.
Cool, so half. And -2 to your strength score.
Sorry, how much damage
There
was
it is
that?
now.
So I
What did I say?
realize now
10.
that we have
So half. 5.
Garen and Arryn.
Yes, Garen and Arryn. Garen, Arryn, Indigo, and Indigo.
Easy, right?
Hayden, what is your sense of this circle? Should we just go?
Well, out of character now, I know that it wouldn't have done anything. I have no clue. I know that these things are normally bad news in the material plane, but this is the feywild. Normally the bad news is going into the feywild, so I don't know.
Indigo, do we try and talk to them?
Indigo, you now see a couple of these figures step out of the trees towards you. They literally look like shadows. They are humanoid shaped, but they have no definition. You can sort of see the shape of a head and arms and whatever, but it's, yeah. And they're coming towards you.
I hold out a muffin.
Doesn't react in any way.
All right, guys. Snap decision. Are we going in or not?
Let's go.
Let's go.
do it.
Into the circle.
Let's do it.
Into the circle.
You're going into the circle?
Yep.
Cool. All of you, just jump.
Yep.
Excellent. Cool.
I would have already taken my after I got hit. I would have taken my potion. Just so
Okay,
you know.
cool. Eerden has now taken her potion.
Because they didn't tell us anything, I have no way to know that I should be taking a potion. But when I jumped into the portal, because I was discussing the portal with Haydn, I'm going to grab Haydn's arm when we go in.
Okay, so you're holding on to Haydn as you go.
Yeah.
Cool. You all
Sorry,
jump into the
consent.
circle.
Yeah. He's
Excellent.
not going to fight it.
You feel like a whooshing sound. You feel a whooshing sound? Sure, let's go with that. It's the Feywild.
It's the Feywild.
You feel a whooshing sound, and it's like being in. I don't know if any of you did this as kids. If you had one of those porta pools and you like, yeah, that's kind of what it feels like, right? And when it stops, you are standing in a clearing very much like the one you just came out of, except this one is daylight. And in the middle of it is a large, very ornate door, guarded by 2 large, beautiful dogs. The previous dog was friendly after you healed him, but he was kind of scruffy and looked like he'd been living in a forest and, had long, shaggy hair and all that jazz. These dogs look like they are being very well taken care of. They are perfectly, brushed, and they're just sitting on either side of the door.
Are they blink dogs?
No.
Okay.
Not wolves.
We
Not
hear a
wolves.
message in our head from chat telling us to drink our potions.
Not telling
was-
us to
it's
drink
about
our
to tell
potions,
everybody.
telling us to chug,
It's-
chug, chug.
Chug, chug, chug,
It's
chug.
Zinri's voice. Zinri's voice says, "Everybody drink!" That's all you hear.
I drink.
Yeah.
Bottoms up.
Everyone drinks their potion?
Yeah.
Or are you drinking something else? Because
I'll-
she didn't
potion.
specify. Okay.
Well,
It just
first
makes
we
the
drink
most
the potion of necrosis, then we do shots at the bar.
There's
do
no bar.
not
There's
drink a
Technically-
potion of necrosis.
I
Yeah.
have
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
that.
different.
Average pronounced necrotic. There we go.
Potion of necrotic resistance.
Mm.
Is
What are you
there-
doing?
Hayden will drink his.
I would like to
Um,
look at the door.
Okay. It's a really pretty door. It's quite ornate. It's very large. It's like a good 15 feet high. It has no keyhole and no doorknob.
Have the dogs reacted in any way to our appearance?
No, they're just looking at you. I mean, they're looking at you because you're there, but they're not they're not exhibiting any
Sure.
emotional response.
You know what? Now feels like a good enough time to do it. I will use speak with animals.
What
And
would you like to say?
hello there. This is a mighty beautiful door you have here. Might we please be able to go through it? Could, I guess. That be
Do you
acceptable?
have a key?
Regrettably, we do not.
Then how do you propose to go through it?
I take it Haydn's speaking dog right now.
Yes. Yes, he is. And the dogs are replying in kind.
Raggy,
Yeah.
raggy.
Yes. Well, there's. Does this door require a key to open?
Yes. That is why I asked you if you had the key.
I mean, in common now. Do any of you happen to have a key that might go with this door?
Rumi will pull out the dice again.
I
Uh,
mean,
I'm gonna pat my pockets. Do I have a key?
No.
Okay. Just
You said there was
checking.
I mean, it's good impulse. You're in a fairy tale. Anything could happen.
Aaron is just gonna walk up
Um,
to the door and be like, "Could you open, please? Can you open the door, please?" Just
The
going
door
for
does.
manners.
The door does not respond.
And you said there was nothing on it?
I mean, it's got like vines and like it's ornate. It's pretty, but nothing of particular relevance. And Indigo would know, being as how they are studying iconography very closely at the moment.
Haydn, can you ask the dogs if we're allowed to move behind the door?
You may
Would
go
like-
where you please, says the dog before you've even translated.
Oh, well, that's...
But
very
only,
useful.
only Haydn understands.
Ah, cool.
we are able to move around the door. Yes.
Yeah, well, Garen would like to try and circumnavigate and see what's on the other side.
Looks
Haydn,
exactly the
did you
same from
ask-
the other side.
Including requiring a key? Like it has a
There is
keyhole?
no keyhole. There is no keyhole. And there is
Hmm.
no doorknob. It is just
okay.
a door.
Okay.
Hands
to the door, but not to touch it. Do I feel temperature difference on either side? Between...
No. Feels
Okay.
like a door.
Haydn will ask the dog if there is something we can offer in exchange for information regarding where the key is. What might that thing be?
You wish to give us gifts?
In exchange for information regarding the whereabouts of the key to the store, yes.
What are these gifts?
That will depend on what you want and what we have.
We want for nothing. We have all we need. If you have something of interest, present it.
Let's try this again. Indigo, do you have any of those muffins left?
I have given away 4 muffins, which means I should have 8 muffins left. But I don't know if muffins are exactly what they are looking for. You could try.
I mean, they say they want for nothing, so they're looking for something intriguing.
Wait. Is Will around? I have something strange, but I don't know what it is.
He's in chat.
Well,
Will, are you in chat? You have something strange, but you don't know what it is.
Yes. Indigo digs in their bag, and they pull out a can, and it doesn't have a label,
Ah.
It's a can that they asked the shopkeeper for something strange when they were in Lonely Wood.
Yes, that's right. Will is in chat, so.
Okay, so Indigo will offer this mystery can to the dogs in exchange for this information. And the best part about this exchange is even I do not know what is in this can.
We have. Does Indigo communicate that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a mystery, a
Well-
total mystery.
Indigo, make a persuasion check with advantage. Please.
That's a natural 20 for
Right.
a total of 26.
Nice.
Okay.
Mm.
So, the dogs look at you for a long time and they say, "You offer us a mystery.
Yes.
That is interesting and unusual."
Are they speaking this in a language, or is
No,
this?
they're
or is
speaking
Hayden
it in
translating?
dog. They
Yeah,
you
Hayden will-
can gather at this stage that they understand what you're saying, but they cannot speak back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hayden will translate.
Yeah. We accept. Do you have a way to open this mystery?
Yeah. I open the can.
It is full of pickled knucklehead trout, apparently.
Oh man, I would have really liked this.
Do you give it to the dogs?
Yeah, it was the deal. I give them the pickled knucklehead trout,
trout.
and
They
I
eat-
seem
they-
very disappointed.
They eat it. They say, "That was unusual. We approve." And as they say that, in Indigo, you see around the collar of one of the dogs, a key appears. Hanging from the collar.
May I?
You may.
I take it.
Wait, before
Okay.
Indigo, wait. The
Yeah.
deal that I proposed to them was in exchange for the location, not for the key.
Ah. Would you mind terribly if I took this key off of your neck?
Do you have another mystery for us?
Oh man.
Or a memory? Or a story? Or something of interest?
Trying to see if I've got anything else that's like.
Yeah, I'm checking my inventory and my just memory, because that's a possible bargaining chip when you're in the Feywild.
There is.
I might.
How badly do we want this?
Oh wait.
I think we are. I feel we're going the right way. It feels right.
Because I
I'm
do
tingling.
have something. Not necessarily a mystery or a memory, but something strange and of significant importance. How bad do we want this?
How valuable is this thing? I mean,
Unique.
yes, there's the fact that we do want to finish this mission, but it is still a mission.
Do you
If
think
this is
they'd
something
like to?
with if this is something with dire consequences, should it be given away, perhaps?
It only has value to me in this sense. It's not like the world will end if I give it away.
I will leave the decision up to you.
What are the chances they want to chase some?
You cut out. Chase some what?
Say some crabs.
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 What is crab?
Something new.
We could try the crab.
Something new.
And if that doesn't work,
You want to play? Chase something?
Play.
Play.
They seem confused.
Yeah.
Might as
Hayden is
well.
again just translating, interpreting, whatever.
So
Try
you're
the
making
crab.
Okay.
crabs.
Yeah, I'm gonna make 3 crabs. Yeah.
Cool.
crab
Yep.
brave.
You make 3 giant crabs.
Yep.
The dogs are very excited by the giant crabs. They spend some chasing the crabs around the thing. Are you giving the crabs instructions?
Yeah. They get to be nice to the dogs. They're going to play with the dogs. They're going to run around and let the dogs chase them.
Cool.
They are not to attack the dogs at all.
Okay. Yep. So they chase the crabs for a while. They have a bit of a frolic, and then they come back to you, Rumi, and they say, "That was fun. We like play. You may take the key."
I can take the key, right?
Yes,
Okay.
because you
And she
provided the
will-
crabs.
Reach out and grab the key.
Cool. You have a key.
All right. Just to the door then?
Still doesn't
To
have a
the door.
keyhole.
Oh, it still doesn't. Oh.
Well,
Right.
you could always try just
Can we just
putting
ask?
the key against the door.
Yeah, let's try that.
Yeah.
We
So
can-
you put as the key approaches it, you see a keyhole appear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I need you to roll me a percentile die, Rumi. Please.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh,
This will be fine.
This will be fine.
What's the worst that
Just
can happen?
1 percentile die? Or do you like a D100 in it?
Yeah, D100. Yeah.
Oh, why did 4 pop up? Okay, we're gonna do that again because I don't know what I did. There. 92.
The door opens. Unlocks. You hear the click, and the door opens, and you can see the other side of the clearing through it.
well,
Ah,
doorways lead places, right?
yes.
Is there there's stones on the ground? Could I pick one up and throw it through the doorway?
Yeah, it
See
goes
if it
through-
goes to the other side or if it vanishes.
No, it goes as you would expect a stone to move.
So as if the
Well,
doorway was
since I've
just an
been in the
archway?
front so far this whole time, Hayden will step through the doorway.
Hayden.
Wait. what?
Haydn disappears.
Ah.
Haydn is gone.
Everybody else, maybe just can you please perhaps
Link hand?
Hold hands? Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just in
Yeah.
case.
Let's link up.
And we will daisy chain through the door.
Cool. Alrighty. You find
Yep.
yourselves.
Thank you, canine companions.
No. We appreciate. We appreciate.
Yep.
The
not-
exchange we've had.
You
Yes.
find yourselves in the center of it looks like a kind of altar, but it looks like it's been abandoned. It's very ruined and dilapidated. And all around the edge of you is a circle of satyrs pointing their bows at you. And they all say, "Intruders, what do you seek?"
Water?
Water.
Also, I would just like to point out that Ardbeg has spent channel points to tell me that I smell.
I mean, that tracks, let's be honest.
You'd open a can of very smelly fish, to be fair.
Yeah, pickled fish.
Hmm.
I can't do a Scottish accent, but it does say that I reek, pal.
You fucking reek, pal.
Yeah.
That's my best
Thanks.
Scottish. I'm not very good at these things, but yeah. Amazing.
Okay, sorry. Yes.
Anyway,
Water?
yes. What water?
A pond.
Pond.
Can Garen have a quick look around and look to do a religion check for the iconography, thinking that it might be Rao?
Sure. Make one of them, please.
One of them. Excellent.
You know the one I mean.
I do. Oh, 24. Natural 19, 24.
Nice. There is something Ferus-ish about this, and you know that that's where Rao comes from.
Okay.
Like the architecture is definitely, and also satyrs. There's a Chat's just being ridiculous now. Apparently, I need to try and kill you all because Chat is getting distracted by Indigo's smell.
I smell very good.
It's canon.
We can prestidigitate that. It's okay. It's not permanent. Just for today.
So yes, very likely is the short answer.
Thanks. That tracks. Yeah, we're going the right way.
It definitely seems to be in the right kind of architectural style and all that kind of business. The satyrs are also just... Why? Why do you seek the pond?
One of us needs a bath.
I would not recommend bathing there.
It's just a smell. We're doing what they smell. We're doing what we can, but
What? Why would you not recommend doing that?
It would be problematic.
For who?
For you.
You warn me? That's quite kind of you.
Perhaps. Why do you seek it? Really?
We heard there was a curse.
Yes.
And as you can see, this is my home. And I do not quite care for curses on my home.
Make a... I'll let you choose whether that's persuasion or deception.
Okay?
It's a little bit of both.
It is. And that's going to be a 32.
Amazing. Okay. So you come to break the curse.
I have come to attempt to remove the curse from the pond.
Cannot be done.
How do you know?
I've tried.
But I have not tried.
They will not allow it.
Who is they?
You know nothing of this place you try to find. Or what guards it. Only that it is cursed. But you have got this far. So, what will you give us for this information?
Do you have anything you need? I will dance with you for 10 minutes.
There are 7 of us and 6 of you.
But there is a time limit to the dance.
Understood. Perhaps all of you will dance with all of us, and you will find our 7th a partner?
I'm sure we could arrange a 7th partner for a 10-minute dance. One partner from my group for each of you for this time limit.
Agreed. And then we shall tell you who guards the pond.
That is agreeable. Anybody, can you make another person?
Technically, I've got spirit guardians, but that does damage.
That might hurt somebody.
Yeah, I have a cat.
Your cat could dance? Who doesn't like dancing with a cat?
It's also a small cat.
They're
They're not
small
small.
satyrs.
Not that small.
I can summon a panther. Ish.
That's
We can
big
summon more
cat.
crabs.
I don't know. I've never done it before.
It's a crab.
I mean, technically, you can make crab folk with that boon.
Yeah, you
And
can.
a couple of you still have that boon.
I still have
Yeah.
mine.
Indigo, you hear inside your head a gnomish voice that says, "Oh, how Wassertim's dance classes would have been useful now, huh?"
Yeah, I'm a great dancer. What are you talking about? Would you be offended if suddenly I had too many dance partners for your team? That
What?
will not insult you in any way.
You mean you are going to make more than one?
Yes, 3. They will not feel left out. I just want to
Well-
make sure you do not feel over-provided for.
If you make 3, then 2 of them may dance together.
That's perfect. Okay. There are 3 crab folks here now.
Excellent. Each of you is going to choose a partner,
Mm-hmm.
and they put away their bows and arrows, and they hold out their hands for the partners. I'm going to need all of you and the crab folk, please, to make performance checks.
Hey, do we want
this
2 of
is-
us to dance together just in
No.
case?
They
Oh,
don't like that
They'll
idea.
want you.
They want to dance with the proper mortals. not
Can,
the
uh,
deviant ones.
Can those of us with guidance ourselves? This feels important.
Yeah, I'm gonna guidance myself.
Guidance myself.
Yeah.
So it's performance, right?
Correct.
Come on, come on, come on.
I will
That's
give
a
you. I
natural
will give
one.
you. I was going to say I will give you advantage because the satyrs are excellent dancers. So
Oh,
dancing
okay, yeah.
with someone who
Okay.
is an excellent
Thank
dancer does make it
you.
easier.
Oh, thank God.
That went from a 4 to a natural 20 for 19.
That went from a nat 1 to a 19.
Nice, Garen.
Ugh.
21 without guidance.
Cool.
21 for Indigo.
14 with guidance.
Eerden,
This is dance
19.
lessons paid off.
how about the crabs?
I don't know how. I can't
Charisma.
find.
Add charisma.
Yeah, there.
Oh, I can. Let me find that for you.
Oh, do you need the stats
Yeah,
of the
it's-
monster?
The one that I pulled up is like not giving me.
You want me to look? Because I have
Please.
things.
Please.
I mean, I don't know how charismatic they are. Not gonna lie.
I rolled a 15 on the die,
Minus
Oh.
1.
They're minus
So-
1.
so 14.
14's still good. They dance as
I'll
well as a
roll-
pocket cleric.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, it's a 14 for the crab folk, but it was a 21 for Indigo, so you know it is balanced.
So between you, you are mostly pretty decent. A couple of you step on their toes, but they are, you know, and you dance for 10 minutes, and music comes out of nowhere. You don't really know where it's coming from. It's the feywild. Music just happens. And yeah, it's all very lovely. And then the music subsides and it comes to an end. And they all go, "Ah, well, that was lovely. The pond is guarded by the Sisters 3. They will require something of you, something important to you. Very important."
Okay.
They like things of value, but not monetary value.
Memories and stories.
Perhaps. You can get there from here, but you will have to put something in the font.
Hmm. What?
Hard to say.
Is that the font there, DM?
Yes, in the
Oh,
center.
thanks.
Rao is a god of order and peace. He is known as Serene Rao. Perhaps something appropriate.
I have an idea if we're brainstorming.
Mm.
Garen the Blessed has got a couple of vials of holy water in his pack.
I also have several vials of holy water on me.
We could anoint the fountain in holy water.
Friend, would you permit us to anoint your fount with holy water?
You may try. It is not ours. It is his.
It is, of course. I leave this to the holy folk among us.
You've got two.
You got 3.
You have 3 holy
Okay.
folk,
I
but
don't have
no.
holy water.
I'll rephrase the question. Rumi, Fox, you have
Mhm.
Fox. You have 2 vials of holy water on your
Oh,
footself?
I have 6.
Cool. Okay, that's right. I reckon 2 each, 1 in each hand, balanced at the same time. Count down from 3, 4. Opposite sides. Yep. Balance them together. Equal.
Cool. Alright.
Don't forget intention. Feel it, feel it, feel it.
Make a religion check, those of you doing
Garen gives the Moth the side eye. Yeah. Duh.
Are all 3 clerics doing this, or just you 2?
No. Who's
Well,
doing it?
For balance, probably an even number. I would suggest 2.
Arryn will step back and let the
I'm
more
not that
qualified
fucking holy.
clerics do this. She'll
Amazing.
break out in hives if she touches it, you see?
Yeah, I didn't want to say, but there was lots of scratching at the thought.
Aaron's holy water is just seawater.
It's rum.
It's a mixture of the 2, actually,
Alright,
Yeah.
and a few other
Reli-
things.
religion checks, both of you, please.
16.
It's a straight religion.
Yes.
Do I have inspiration? What's inspiration?
Yes, you
You do
do.
currently.
Oh, use it please, because that was an actual 1. We won't do that. 20. Dirty.
Cool. The font begins to glow,
Thank you, Twitch. I love you.
and the glow begins to sort of spread outwards. And as it touches the feet of the 2 clerics, they vanish. Poof poof. Garen and Rumi are gone, and it continues to spread outwards. And are any of you moving, or are you staying where you are?
It'll be
Step
fun.
into it.
You're gonna step into it? Cool. Haydn disappears too.
Arryn will step into it.
Same.
Yep, I step forward.
Same.
I bow to the satyrs and I tell them they were all lovely dancers. And I go.
Just before you go, one of them says to you, removing the curse would be helpful. Like, as you're stepping, so you can't even respond, you're just
I blow them a kiss if possible.
excellent. Cool,
What
cool.
happens to the crab folk? Just
I assume they poofed away eventually.
Yeah, they poof. If they continue to dance, that is on them for
Hmm.
the next 10 minutes or whatever.
And finally, you find yourselves on the banks of a pond. It is a circular pond with an island in the middle. And on the island, you see 3 women. One is extremely orange, red hair, wearing a deep red dress. One is all in blues and whites. She has dark black hair. And the third is like a green and gold kind of vibe, and she has a mirror, and her face is almost completely expressionless. And as you arrive on the banks, they all turn and look at you, and they say, together, in creepy unison, "Why do you come to our place? What do you seek?"
Is that in Sylvan DM, or is it in common, or?
It's in common.
Okay, thanks.
Or at least that's how it sounds to you.
Mm.
I would say that those of you who speak Sylvan hear it in Sylvan.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
So I speak both. I know we all speak both. Everyone who speaks Sylvan also speaks Common, but my mother tongue is Common, I guess.
So if you
Yeah.
understand
In
Sylvan, you
Common
hear it
or
in Sylvan. If you don't understand Sylvan, you hear it in whatever language is most convenient. So probably common.
If I'm looking at these women,
Mhm.
am I getting a fairy tale ping in my head currently? Like, am I getting a, oop, I know this story?
Make a history check.
Okay.
I try and do that as well.
Sure.
Do I have any advantage for the nature of just who
You
and
want-
what I've been studying lately?
Guidance.
Wait, guidance?
Given my
Um,
background, do I get anything?
I would say no,
Guidance,
Okay.
yeah.
but I will accept the guidances.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Alright.
One for
I
each.
don't-
1 for each. Hayden, high five. You can do it.
18.
I will say you both
Can
have
I
touch
do it?
inspiration though. So
That
Okay.
is
18.
Yeah.
Is that worth a reroll?
Yeah, like 18's
14.
pretty good.
I'm leaving it at 14. I don't think.
So
With
there
guidance?
are many with guidance, Hayden.
With guidance, yes.
Okay, cool.
There are many stories about 3 sisters. It
Yeah,
is a
3
very
fate.
common. It's a very common story trope.
Hmm.
There are a lot of fairy tales about, witch covens that have 3 people. There's the whole mother maiden crone thing. There's the 3 sisters of the fates. Like, it's something that comes up again and again and again in fairy tales. Do you know about these specific 3 sisters? They don't immediately ring a bell. But you do know that from a fairy tale point of view, the concept of 3 sisters is not unusual.
Okay.
They're usually 3 parts of a whole. They're usually connected to each other in some deep way.
Hayden will whisper to Indigo, should we just be up front?
It's the same thing. Same thing. We've come to remove the curse.
The curse. Again, creepy unison. The curse. It is here to keep it safe.
To keep what safe?
Well, if you are here, you know what.
Are you not worried that that is the curse?
What do you mean?
What you think the curse is keeping safe, I think perhaps is actually the curse, and therefore, what is the point?
Ah, you misunderstand. We keep it here to prevent it from falling into the wrong hands.
I see. You are... I see. Is there anybody to your knowledge that would be the right hands.
Any hands become the wrong hands, you see.
I see 6 hands.
Yes. But we do not use, we simply watch.
I do not want to use it. I too am looking to watch it. But away from here.
Very safe here. Cannot be taken by force.
I do not want to take it by force.
Why do you believe that you can keep it safer than us?
Likely the same reason you believe you can keep it safer.
Ah, but we have it and you do not.
This is true.
Yes. Yes, but the place we would be looking to watch it and hold it safe is, I would say, even more impenetrable than this forest. I mean, we are but mortals. And note, this isn't Sylvan, because that's what I heard. Yeah. This place is, well guarded by you, penetrable by mere mortals such as ourselves. We have had immortals try and fail to enter where we wish to hold this item.
Oh, you can get here. That's easy. Well, easy-ish.
And at no point have any of these women seemed to stray. They're all completely in unison the entire time.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's not been like one little slip of like,
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. It's uncanny. It's
Okay.
like one person talking in 3 voices.
They must practice in front of a mirror.
Ladies. Surely there is something that would persuade you to part with this.
Why do you wish it so?
Because I am sick of watching people die.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh, that was bad.
Can you guide her? Can we guide her?
You can guide her.
You have witch inspiration, I believe.
Yeah, but also advantage, so.
Oh, yeah.
That is 29.
Ah,
Purple.
now that sounds like the truth. There is a way, but it is costly. We have sacrificed much to be in this place and keep it safe. Wish us to end our watch. You must also sacrifice something.
How many sacrifices do you require?
Well, you all wish to take it away? 1 each.
I look at the group.
Arryn will nod.
May I ask what you sacrificed?
No.
That is fair. Indigo's pacing and worrying their curls.
How do we get this done?
It has to be big.
Arryn will
It has to
step
be personal.
forward. Arryn will
Arryn?
step forward. And she will reach up to her hat and take the feather. It's the last feather of an Aasimar before she tore away her wings. It is one of a kind. It cannot be replaced. Is this acceptable?
They turn to you. Yes. And the feather disappears. It just sort of melts into the air.
Eerden will take a necklace off, and I don't. Can we approach or just stand where we are?
Whatever. You can come up to the edge of the water, I suppose.
She will hand it out and say, "This is the last thing my mother gave me, and I have no mother no more. Is this acceptable?"
Yes. And you watch as the woman of blue and white, as the necklace disappears, the woman of blue and white also disappears.
So we all have to do it. Garen goes into his component pouch, pulls out a signet ring, and opens it up on his hand. This ring represents the weight of the crown and the weight of a continent, and I've been carrying it for years. This is my claim to the Blood Red Sands. Was this acceptable?
Yes. The ring disappears.
Okay.
Haydn will unsheath one of his swords, the intricately designed adamantine sword that he normally wields in his offhand, and kneel and present it. This is Shatterspike, heirloom blade of the Order of the Crimson Rose, and my last remaining tie to them. Has slain many a demon in defense of the innocent. Is this acceptable?
Yes. And you watch as the woman in green and gold also disappears as the blade disappears into the air. And there is one woman left remaining on the sands.
Rumi will step forward and pull out her medallion of tear. This is the symbol of the god that I forsaken when I became a murderer and killed thousands of people, and also the symbol of my redemption. Will this do?
Yes. She turns to Indigo.
I will offer you the memory of the first person who ever loved me. Her name was Temperance, and she was the only thing I had to keep me tied to this world. And for my cause, I give you her name. Is this acceptable?
Yes. She disappears. Indigo, you remember a girl, but you don't know what her name was. On the island, in the middle of the pond, where the three women stood, you see floating in the air a broken, shattered, discolored version of the crook that the lady showed you at the beginning of this adventure.
I fly to it.
We mage hand that in any way? Do we have to touch it?
It is safe to touch.
Haydn will cast Water Walk on himself and I guess the others, and walk across the surface to the middle.
Thanks.
And I pull on my leather gloves and I collect the pieces.
It's intact. It's just, it's got deep grooves in it, like something has cut into it, and discoloration around the cuts, and yeah, it just looks like it's been through some shit.
I land next to the others. And I say, somebody say it.
Bellatrix.
You return to the throne room, where the lady sits, and she looks at you, and she looks at the crook, and she goes, "Oh, well, I see you succeeded, but your faces show cost. This was not easy."
Nothing.
Seemed a lot more straightforward in the briefing.
Things in the Feywild are often like that. I appreciate whatever it cost. I will endeavor to make it worth it.
I give it to her.
Takes it and squirrels it away. It is not in good shape.
No.
Well, perhaps that can be remedied. All right. Give or take.
We played with no fewer than 3 dogs while we were away, so really, what do we have to complain about?
It was a good dog day.
Dogs are lovely.
That is more dogs played with than most missions. That's-
And-
That is true.
And we got to dance.
And we got to dance.
and we got to
Sound-
stop dancing.
I mean, honestly, in the Feywild, that latter is probably more relevant.
And we remember it, which is...
Oh,
do
actually,
we?
on
Oh,
that
actually,
point,
Wait.
I need
Oh,
the
God.
humans. I need the humans to roll
Does
wisdom
it-
saves.
with advantage,
Does
with
right?
advantage.
Because it's heroes.
Yes.
Yes.
With advantage because of heroes.
Does the Mind Blink immunity to charm help at all?
No,
That was really good.
because it's not really a charm thing. It's just a feywild effect. The
Oh, but
elves are fine.
Oh,
Or
but the Aasimar.
the fey.
Okay,
Aasimar.
Yep.
Oh.
come on. Okay.
Is it a saving throw, Ra?
That's
Wisdom save?
celestial.
Wisdom save, yes.
All right, I've
Oh, yeah.
been using my new dice. I'm breaking out.
Okay.
Yeah,
Old
I think Arryn will
reliable.
be good.
Come on.
Garen the Blessed rolled a 23 wisdom save.
Garen
I rolled a
remembers it.
27.
That is a
22.
17. Good, but not.
It's enough. You
Thank
all
you,
remember.
Jesus.
You all remember the experience. Whew.
Garen the Blessed one.
As I was
wins one more
saying,
thing.
and we remember it, which is
Right.
something.
It is. You are aided by your connection with me, but there is still a chance of forgetfulness.
Well, if you'll excuse me,
Need to go cry? That's not her.
Yeah.
She wouldn't say that.
Yeah. I need to go consider.
Very
I
well.
could use a drink.
Have a good evening.
My lady, I'm not sure whether we have commendations or we make recommendations here, but I want it noted that Indigo was exceptional. Exceptional. And I humbly and truthfully acknowledge her ability and offer her my friendship. And he bows formally to them. I have never seen a cost like that, a sacrifice like that. My lady, you are very lucky. May you leave.
Not sure luck has anything to do with it, but
We getting paid or what? You know, gold would be good.
of course, as always, you will be paid in gold
Dollar bills, yo.
and power and some sort of boon.
Yeah.
Finally,
good luck
hold
with Gallant.
concentration. 'Cause he's taking the resilient con feat.
Yeah.
Right. So you all leave the throne room. Wow.
That was, oh God.
Emotional trauma.
Round of applause, folks. Coming with me. Fairy tales, man. They're dangerous motherfuckers.
Next mission, I'm just going to fight stuff.
Yeah.
Haydn has just sealed off his only possible plan of what's going on after the Horde that he has considered.
Garen did a similar thing.
Yeah, Garen's now
Yeah,
screwed himself. with the
Prologues
same
were
thing.
just messed with.
You guys, that
Epilogue.
was exceptional.
I had chills.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, shaking, literally. I don't know how
Absolutely
much it's showing.
shaking.
Yeah.
Like, thank God my
No.
lighting is kind of whacked out. Because, like, seriously, I still have tears down my face. But, you know, it's fine.
Yeah, and like
Yeah. Well, shaking, well, tingles at least, literal, just down my arm. Bottom half of my arm is asleep, because
Point of fact, Indigo.
that's what happens.
Yeah.
No one you have told remembers her name either.
Yeah, I thought that would be the case.
So you will remember the story and you remember the person, but her name is
I have a dagger that's nameless now.
yes,
Oh,
yes.
that's so mean.
Yeah.
Heartbreaking. Oh my god. Okay. Whew. All right. Well,
You all need
everyone
therapy.
watching.
You all need therapy.
Thank you for joining us on this little sojourn into the Feywild. There were people in chat going, "This one's really easy. Last time I was in the Feywild, it tried to kill me," and I was like, "Oh, it gets harder as you go, though."
I would have taken something trying to kill me over that.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
I think
Yes.
emotionally it would have been
Haydn
better if
can
someone
stab.
went down.
The emotional damage is
Hayden.
much higher than any physical cast.
Yeah, Haydn genuinely. Like,
Yep. Faye
that
bullshit.
was
You
his
were all
path.
brilliant.
You were all brilliant. Whew, okay, I'm having a lot of feelings.
Well played, everyone. Just
Thank you,
amazing.
6
Just
lovely
amazing.
people, for coming on this ride with me and letting me rip your hearts out. And thank you everyone for watching, for being part of this. I saw a lot of gift subs going past, so if you were involved in that business, mwah, thank you so much for supporting what we do. Next week we have a double barrel weekend, so make sure you join us both Saturday and Sunday, New Zealand time. We have the Red Dragon on Saturday and the Hives of Allegor. So a Red Dragon and the Medusa. It's a very mythical weekend.
Emotional
sure-
damage.
You
Yeah.
join us
And
for those
thanks to Dave.
things.
Thanks to Dave and Adam
Yes.
for helping us off camera. Just fantastic work, gents. Really
Dave has
appreciate
been
everything.
taking on some
Yeah.
of the production stuff so that Adam can watch his kids play rugby, which is important. So very much appreciate you coming on board and helping us out with that. And just sticking through the teething stuff. There's always going to be teething stuff, but we're getting better every time. So it's awesome.
Come and see the trauma on the Discord. Join the Gallant
You
Horde.
are
Come
all,
on.
yes, if you
come
are
and
not
see the
already
play.
in our Discord and you are not a member of the Horde, you can join the Horde. We have links for that somewhere. I don't know. I'm having feelings, you guys. But the Discord.
Watch the emotions get processed in real time.
Yes, that's what I was getting to. You will be able to see the fallout in minute detail. It's astonishing. You do need to be a subscriber if you're not a Horde member to see the Horde channels, though. I will say that.
True.
So hit the subscribe button if you have not. We
or
love
join
you.
the Horde. We could always
join
use
the
more
Horde.
members.
Indeed.
Join the Horde. 24/7 RP. We don't sleep ever.
We love
Well,
you.
no,
all.
we do sleep. We just sleep in the morning.
We sleep in shifts.
Yeah, we sleep in shifts.
We take watches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, folks.
Yeah.
Have a beautiful week. We will see you next week.